Now to a Target 12 investigators exclusive shady shipments. Mail carriers hit the pavement each day, not knowing exactly what they're carrying, and it can put them in harm's way.
Target 12 investigator Sarah Granelli goes one-on-one with a federal agency in charge of cracking down on illegal shipments and is here now with the details. Sarah?
Mail carriers deliver about 162.1 million pieces of mail each day across the country. Robberies of carriers nationally jumped from 64 in 2019 to 412 in 2022. And a federal agent we spoke with says oftentimes these robbers are looking for drugs. A postal worker is a staple in most communities across the country, delivering mail daily, but their job can be dangerous.
Any attack on a Postal Service employee is something we take very seriously, and we have run, sadly, the entire gamut from assaults on employees to, in some cases, homicides.
Target 12 went to Boston to sit down with Assistant Inspector in charge for the US Postal Inspection Service, David Reardon.
The mail is in. The mail is in.
And the mail is apparently in.
USPS is the law enforcement arm of the Postal Service and the oldest police agency in the country, investigating mail-related crimes.
That includes assaults on Postal Service employees. That includes the mailing of dangerous or prohibited items such as narcotics or firearms. And it also includes other things like child pornography.
Since 2020, data shows there have been more than 2,000 crimes committed against letter carriers on the job, including the use of guns and other weapons. It's happening right here in Rhode Island and across the country. In 2021, a postal carrier was abducted at gunpoint outside of an apartment on Division Street in Pawtucket. Prosecutors allege the suspects were receiving packages of cocaine shipped from Puerto Rico, and the kidnappers believe the postal carrier intercepted a shipment of drugs they were waiting for. 5 people were later arrested in the case. One man, Irving Medina, pleaded guilty this month for his role and will be sentenced later this year.
That's obviously a huge concern for the Postal Inspection Service, the safety of Postal Service carriers and all Postal Service employees.
In October of 2023, a Bristol man was charged for receiving illegal narcotics through the mail. Reardon says USPS works with 4 local task force agents in Rhode Island at police departments in Pawtucket, Providence, East Providence, and the state police, all to build evidence to show a judge before they can search someone's mail.
Mail is actually protected by law. It cannot be searched without a federal search warrant.
Reardon says despite some states legalizing cannabis, it's still illegal to send marijuana through the mail, but the agency is concerned with weapons and deadlier drugs.
What our focus on is fentanyl, synthetic opioids, cocaine, methamphetamine. Those are really the things that we're trying to, because it's really going to be the largest impact.
We reached out to the Providence Mail Carrier Union to talk to them about the risks they face on their job. The members wanted to talk, but they said they needed approval from the United States Postal Service. A USPS spokesperson denied our request for interviews, saying in a statement, "We do not have a carrier who can speak on this subject." Coming up at 6, we take a look at what's driving a recent spike in arrests tied with illegal mail in Rhode Island and how everyone can help keep an eye on these shady shipments. With the Target 12 investigator Sarah Granelli, 12 News.
New details now on a Target 12 investigators exclusive. Shady shipments. In Rhode Island, there was a spike in drugs being sent through the mail in recent years, according to data Target 12 obtained.
This while the federal agency in charge with tracking down these illicit drugs says dealers are getting more savvy. Target 12 investigator Sarah Granelli has more.
The federal agent I spoke with says by the time they get a search warrant to open up someone's mail, they already have a good idea what's inside of it, whether it's guns, drugs, or even body parts. Fentanyl, pressed pills, methamphetamine. Those are just some of the drugs the United States Postal Inspection Service tracks being sent through the mail across the country, and right here in Rhode Island.
And if they're out there in society, we're trying to make sure that they don't get into the mail stream, or if they do get in, that we're getting them removed and we're going after the people responsible for them.
Target 12 went to Boston to sit down with Assistant Inspector in charge for USPS, David Reardon. He says these drugs sometimes originate from out of the country and sometimes closer to home.
Some of them are being manufactured domestically, and what we're working with is our partners both domestically and internationally to try and identify source, to try and identify when we can what's coming in, and trying to put a stop to it that way as well.
Matthew Heel of Pawtucket, who was sentenced to 15 years in prison after he pleaded guilty for pressing more than 10,000 counterfeit pills in his home. Reardon says drugs can be shipped in and out of the United States in all different ways.
When you find it in a teddy bear, there's a whole bunch of different things that people do to try and deceive the police canines.
Last year, another Pawtucket man was sentenced to 7 years in prison for his role in a national drug trafficking operation. The drugs were hidden in Halloween decorations and Disney items. Documents show he hid 485 fentanyl pills in a toy truck that he planned to mail.
The more creative that people are, it's really not going to stop us from going after it.
Target 12 obtained federal data showing arrests tied to illegal mail drug cases skyrocketing during the pandemic in Rhode Island, growing from just 15 arrests in 2019 to 25 in 2020 and 40 in 2021. Overall, more than 120 people have been arrested in these drug cases over the past 5 years. Reardon says building a case requires partnering with local and state law enforcement across the country, plus what he calls good old-fashioned police work.
When it comes to taking things from Rhode Island and building it out, one of the benefits of being a federal agency is that for us it's a phone call to, in this case, California, wherever it might be, to try and identify what we can about who might be mailing that package out.
Plus the eyes and ears of people in the community who alert the police to something suspicious.
If the public pays attention, and the reality is, because the Postal Service is such a fabric of society, we don't always notice that carrier.
Reardon says they're also seeing an uptick in homemade guns being shipped through the mail. The weapons, sometimes known as ghost guns, don't usually have a serial number and are tough to track. With the Target 12 investigator, Sarah Granelli, 12 News.